The third way that I'm going to show you how you can do some pretend play with your child is through what we call small world. And really that's looking at and pretending and playing with and having fun with things that represent something small that we usually see in our world that's bigger. So like a train is an example of a small world toy. And these are fantastic for doing pretend play with and working on a child's communication. So you may not have a little train. You may have a picture of a train or a puzzle with a train on it, but you can still have whatever you've got. You can still make the train sounds. You can go choo choo, choo choo when you point. You can you could pretend to be a train and go choo choo. We're driving on a train when you see a picture. Or if you do have a train or a car, you could see if the child wants to have a go at pushing it along. Again, watch how the child plays, watch what the child's interested in, and then comment, be on their level, be on the floor with them, comment on it, join in the game, take turns at pushing the train or the car or whatever you've got, and just comment on it. Don't pressurise them to speak, don't pressurise them to play in a particular way. I've got a garage here. You may have something, little pretend garage. They're great because you can use words like open and shut and in and out with your car, and you can have some lovely talk around the garage and what the car's doing, and you can do a little commentary, very simple, using the keywords about how your child is playing. Children often like putting cars inside and pretending to park them and taking them out again. And there's lots of simple language like in, out, open, shut you can use. Again, when responding and watching to what your child is doing, letting them take the lead, and we just stand back and simply comment on it. If you haven't got a garage, I've just got a box that has some tomatoes in it, and we can use that. You could just put that with the cars or the train or whatever you've got, and just see if your child enjoys. Again, you can do the in and out words and parking words and the noise words and all that. The same can be achieved just by using a cardboard box. I've got some little people here, which a fireman and a lady, and you could have those out and just watch what your child does with them. They might pretend to have them talking. They might be fire engine sounds if you've got those. If you haven't got those, you could use, I've got some finger puppets. You could use the finger puppets, or you could use some socks and put some old socks and put little eyes on the socks and have them as people and pretend that they're people. There's lots of exciting games you could play with that. I've also got some of the animals I used in the last activity, because that's small. Well, that's a small giraffe. You can use that in the same way that I was talking about before. And I've got a train track here. If any of you've got a train track, again, that's great because you can use words like going along, going fast, going slow. If your child chooses to push the train slowly, you could go, oh, slow. And then you could say, my turn, mummy's turn, to push it slow. Your turn. Oh, and then the child pushes it fast. And you could say, mummy's turn to push it fast. You're responding to your child. You're emphasising the language. And it's just great for their understanding and their speech development. So if you haven't got a train track, you could just get a piece of card or a piece of paper and draw 2 lines on it and draw the train track on the paper, and you could push the train down it and perhaps have several bits of old paper or old magazines or paper you're not using anymore with a train track draw, and the child could just push it along it. If you haven't got a train, you could just make something out of a card. You could make a train out of a piece of paper or card and push the train along the paper. There's lots of different ways we can do that, and it's really exciting, and it's a great game to play with our children.